We're back with Edwin Pagan, and we're discussing the Bronx burning and his documentary, and we just saw a little bit of it. Tell me, who are these people, and how do you go about selecting the people that are going to be part of this documentary?
Well, the people, again, like the people that are in the documentary, people that lived through the fires. There are people that from the community who either just lived through it as victims of the fires or rolled up their sleeves as community activists and tried to make a difference. The three that you saw on the screen just now, two of them lived through it. It's Joe Conzo and Minerva. They lived in the Bronx. Joe Conzo is a photographer who actually documented a lot of that period, who's actually also lending me a lot of the images for the piece. And Minerva was an activist during that time who was associated with the boys clubs in the region and also experienced a lot of it, and also with other people in the community cleaned up that part of the borough on 174th Street and Southern Boulevard, very active. And that's really how it happened in many of the communities. People in little pockets took it upon themselves to do it themselves because they knew that they were written off. They knew that the city wasn't doing anything for them. So they started forming their own partnerships and saying, if we don't do this, nobody else is going to do it for us.
Mm-hmm. So these people were driven out of the Bronx, or did they have to move elsewhere in the borough?
Well, for a period of time, it was nothing more than checkers. Because, as I say, it's a white-collar crime, but in all fairness, it was also the community itself played a role in it, because what would happen on the business side, of course, the landlords were getting paid for setting the fires and collecting on the insurance money, but tenants were also cashing in on it, because what was happening, there were policies on the books in those days that if your building couldn't be inhabited anymore, the city would actually relocate you. So it got to the point where people, when they wanted to move to a new location, they would also set fires to their buildings so that they can be relocated to a thing. Because it became almost like the Wild West, but that was the method. The fires became the method to the madness.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to keep talking about what the Bronx used to be like, the Wild West, he just said it, but we're also going to find out a lot more about Latinos in the film industry. We'll be right back.